What's up, everybody? We're going to play Wordle for Wednesday, July 3rd, 2024. And in continuing our little plant challenge, today we're going to do Heath. It will be impossible to declare that any of us who do this challenge is a genius today because sadly we did have Heath. But let's see how it does nonetheless. Wow. 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 All I can say is wow. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better outcome. I mean, maybe if we just knew what one of the vowels was, that would be great. But wow. That's incredible. I mean, I'm leaning towards something like TH. And I'm next leaning towards thigh. Did we get thigh in two? Yes, we did. I am about 100% certain that everybody who does Heath today is going to get thigh in two. That was pretty close to miraculous. And it sort of makes up for the fact that guava was a day late and $1 short, because if we had that on the other day, I forget it was a day before or a day after, we most likely would have gotten adage in two as well. But Heath delivered. And the two H's, oh my gosh, like that was incredible. So there you have it, guys. Very nicely done. And again, we have to thank Joe for the perfect timing for Heath today. Tomorrow we're going to do Ivies, okay? I-V-I-E-S, plural for ivy. I think that's going to be a pretty cool word to try. And of course, I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the next round of Wordle. What's up, everybody? It's time for Strands for Wednesday, July 3rd. Spin your wheels. Now, this could be right up my alley. I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but I absolutely love cycling. In fact, I'm going to... Okay, there we go. Boom. I absolutely love cycling. In fact, I have a little bit of a... I guess you could call it a slightly dubious claim to fame. Back in the 90s, when I was really at my most active and doing a lot of collegiate level cycling and stuff like that, I actually did a race. There's different types of bike races, but the one I did was called a criterium. And a criterium is basically where you do a circuit. It's usually a short circuit, and it's very popular in cities, so you'll just go around like several city blocks over and over again for like 20 laps, 30 laps, maybe even 50 laps, depending on the level of competition. And guess what? Guess who I met? He was actually in the same race as me. He obviously killed me, but none other than Lance Armstrong. Okay? So pretty interesting. If you follow cycling as religiously as I did back in the 90s and the early 2000s, you know that Lance was at the absolute pinnacle of the game. But sadly, all 7 of his Tour de France's were stripped away from him due to the drug use. And, you know, I think it's pretty unfortunate because he did do a lot of good for the community when he sold those yellow Armstrong, or Livestrong, they were called, bracelets. He put that all towards cancer research, and he, of course, is a cancer survivor himself. Anyways, just thought I would, you know, give you guys that little anecdote, and now let's go ahead and have some fun. Oh, what an absolutely beautiful category. I love it. I guess you can have a fender on your bike. I do not have a fender on my bike. I have a really nice Italian racing bike called a Colnago, and it would look a little funny if it had fenders on it, but they're definitely useful, especially when it's pouring out. Then you've got your chain, and you need your brakes. And then let's see what we got below. We've got our seat. Oh, no seat. Okay. But we've got our pedal, and we've got our kickstand. Again, you wouldn't see that on a racing bike. We've got our saddle. Yeah, that's the better term, not a seat. And of course, you've got the frame of the bicycle. Kapow! Kapow, kapow. So absolutely, I'm going to have to be honest, guys. That's my favorite Strands ever. That's my favorite Strands ever. I just absolutely love biking. And in fact, when I went to see my mom this past week in New York State, the Catskills are very steep mountains. And yeah, I did a lot of climbing. And yeah, it was fun. So there you have it. Spin your wheels. We are on the bicycle theme. I can't get much luckier than that, right, guys? Hope you enjoyed. And of course, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the next round of Strands. What's up, everybody? It's time to solve connections for Wednesday, July 3rd, 2024. We've got our birthday, a curveball, a spitball, solid marble workshop material, brainstorm, wrench, party, real crumb, concrete pound, tantrum, and ideate. Ooh. I hate it when there's a word that just like, I don't know. Just that I just not, familiar with it. I mean, it's possible that it's a verb to kind of like form an idea, but I've never seen that word, nor have I heard of it. So we'll just have to kind of, wing it with that one. Temper tantrum's the first thing that comes to mind here. Temper tantrum. I don't know. Of course, you've got two types of baseball pitches, a spitball and a curveball. I don't see any other baseball pitches. You got, of course, there can be a birthday. Happy birthday would be good. Happy birthday. Birthday party. Of course, they've got the party there to mess with you. Spitball is also something that you do in class. I was one of the world's greatest spitball throwers. We would take our Bic pen, stick the nasty little wet paper ball inside, and spray the classroom with spitballs. Oh boy. This is tough, guys. I'm going to be honest. I don't have a single category. I don't have a single category in mind here. Okay, something can be solid. It can be real. It can be concrete. And I guess material. This ideate is kind of scaring me a little bit. I mean, it looks like it's probably a verb, ideate. So we have concrete plans, real plans, material plans, solid plans. These are all things that are non-abstract. Okay, tangible. All right. Workshop. What would be up with workshop? I mean, of course, we've got a bunch of compound words. Workshop, brainstorm, birthday. I don't think tantrum's a compound. Spitball and curveball. We still need our yellow. Oh, marble cake, crumb cake, pound cake, birthday cake. Let's just, we're out of sequence, so let's just get, this is definitely going to be purple. Are these cakes? Yep. Oh, it's blue. Wow. Okay. So we've got the easiest and the hardest. We've been in this situation before. Let's hope we can seal the deal. Here you go. So now, again, this is weird for me. And I know you guys mentioned that it was weird that I didn't know about squirrel, to squirrel something away. But, guys, I'm just your typical American male. Yeah, nothing special. I don't really know tons of stuff. My work is very focused day in and day out, just helping these kids with their tests. So I'm kind of losing out on a lot of the big picture out there, especially when it comes to, my favorite categories like pop culture and stuff like that. But, when it comes to good, solid vocabulary, I should be responsible for that. But ideate, I'm going to just guess that that's a verb to form an idea, just like it is to brainstorm. Oh, but then what? I guess you could workshop something? What? Okay. I'm going to be honest. This is actually pretty tricky. I mean, what's up with this? I mean, you do have 1, 2, 3, 4 compound words, but I just don't think that's solid enough. I don't see what they have in common beyond that. And then wrench, party, tantrum, and ideate. curveball, brainstorm, workshop, spitball. Monkey wrench, this ideate is really bothering me, unless there's some wordplay. Idea. And then tantrum. Well, this is embarrassing. I can't even collect my yellow category. I can't even collect my yellow category. A workshop? A party? Spitball. I'm perplexed. I absolutely have no idea what to do. I mean, I could throw a guess here for compound words, but but then wrench, tantrum, ideate, and party. Things you throw. Whoa, things you throw. You can throw a party. You can. I think you say, "Oh, he's going to throw a temper tantrum." You don't throw a brainstorm. You do throw spitballs, like I mentioned when I was in middle school, and then I guess you would throw a curveball. And then I guess these last four would be ways of kind of like coming up with an idea. Even though I haven't really heard of wrench. I hope this is correct. Are these because you don't? Do you throw a wrench? I mean, you could, but I don't know if it's like an idiom. Are these things you throw? One away, darn it. Okay, you throw a party, you throw a tantrum. Oh, shoot. Oh my goodness. Okay. You throw a party, you throw a tantrum. I guess you really do throw a curveball, and maybe spitball could be and you throw the wrench. Is these things you throw. And then ideate, workshop, brainstorm, spitball to kind of like think about something to create an idea. Are these things that you throw? Okay. Yeah, I just didn't know that that you throw the wrench. I know you can throw in the towel, but I didn't know what the wrench meant in terms of a metaphor or an idiom. You guys can let me know. And then I guess this is kind of hard, I thought, for the yellow, especially with ideate, a word that I've literally never heard of or used before. But I guess this is just ways to when people collectively try to come up with an idea. Yep. Well, there you go, guys. That was actually not terrible. We did make one error, but otherwise, we named all the categories, which is pretty good. I mean, I have to say, I actually did like that one. But it was. I thought it was hard. I thought it was hard because of ideate, if that's even how you pronounce it. And then I didn't know that you threw the wrench, but we got through it with the cake. I think getting the cake out of the way really helped tremendously. I enjoyed that. I hope you guys did too. And of course, I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the next round of Connections.